What to do when that which makes you happy isn't that which is your Dharma? Well, the truth is, going against your Dharma is not going to keep you happy for very long. This is what we talk about, the greater happiness, the deeper happiness, or the momentary happiness. So let's say I'm married. Suddenly I'm overcome with lust. I want to cheat on my husband. Now I'm in conflict. That which is going to make me happy for the next 20 minutes is against my Dharma. My Dharma says be loyal. My impulses say, oh, but that would make me so happy right now. But an hour from now, 2 hours from now, I'm not going to be happy. Doesn't mean my physical body wouldn't have enjoyed it while it lasted. But that's not real happiness. Has anybody here ever eaten too much chocolate? Too many cookies, too many sweets, right? You're happy while it's going on. You're not so happy a few hours later. So it's not about happiness or unhappiness. It's about intelligence. I should have the intelligence to understand that the fulfillment of my sensory desires is the absolute shallowest level of happiness. It's so momentary. It's so fleeting. And it almost always, not always, but it almost always carries with it an impending unhappiness. The wave that goes up has to come down. So even if the unhappiness isn't caused by now my husband wanting a divorce, or just me being overwrought with guilt that I can't even sleep at night, or an upset stomach from the chocolate, even if it's not that, if my happiness was dependent on something so superficial, well, I've ridden it like a wave that goes up. But we all know the law of physics, which is everything that goes up has to come down. So now I've come down not because something has happened, but simply because that which was making me happy is over. Then I come down. So Dharma, the root of the word Dharma is Dri. Dri means that which holds us together. That which binds us, the glue, whether it's my life, my person, or my society. If I'm going against my Dharma, literally, we will fall apart. If Dharma is what holds us together, going against my Dharma means we will fall apart. Now, that doesn't sound very happy to me for very long. And so we make a decision that says, okay, in this moment, yeah, that sounds really good. Whether it's the affair, whether it's the chocolate cake, whether it's getting drunk, whether it's driving really, really, really dangerously fast, whatever it is, that chances are going to end with a lot of unhappiness. That's the most superficial level of happiness. The point of a spiritual path is we go deep. I mean, the reason you're sitting here instead of being out at Pizza Hut is on some level there's some part of you that is longing for a happiness other than just a cheese pizza. And that's what you're here for. The question is, how deep can I go? So we go from superficial happiness to then we go to happiness that comes from doing the right thing. Doing the right thing makes me happy. There's a lot of chocolate cake here. I really would like to eat it all, but there's 10 people around me. I know I should share. I do share. I may not feel happy in that moment where my tongue is craving more. But later on, I feel so happy that I was able to make the right decision. Every time we overcome the urge to do something that we know isn't right, that's just going to give us momentary happiness, we have a much longer lasting happiness. Every time. When we help people, when we sacrifice, when we do something for others, the joy that stays with us from having donated money lasts a lot longer than the joy that stays with us from having taken it and gone shopping. So, following our Dharma is a source of happiness, but, and I'll end here, it's not always fun. There's a story that I actually was just telling earlier today about a saint who was having a bath in the river. And as he's having a bath in the river, he notices a scorpion which is drowning. And he picks up the scorpion to save it, and the scorpion stings him. So as the scorpion stings him, he flings his arm, and the scorpion falls back in the water, starts to drown again. Again, he goes to pick it up to save it. Again, it stings him. He flings his hand. The scorpion falls down in the water. This goes on several times. Saint keeps trying to save it. Scorpion keeps stinging him. He keeps flinging his hand in pain. The scorpion keeps falling down. A man sitting on the banks is watching this and says, "Baba, give it up. Let him die. He's just going to keep stinging you." And the saint says, "He stings me because it is his dharma to sting. It is my dharma to save. If he's not leaving his dharma, why should I leave my dharma?" So fulfilling our dharma is not always some great romantic, heroic role. Sometimes it's getting stung over and over and over again because we're fulfilling our dharma. But we may be in the midst of a karmic interaction with someone or something who's stinging us. But that doesn't mean we leave our dharma. There's been no promise that if you fulfill your dharma, you're always going to have fun. Or if you fulfill your dharma, your life's always going to feel really good. But what Lord Krishna reminds us in the Bhagavad Gita is, even dying on the battlefield in the fulfillment of your dharma is 1,000,000 times better than living forever but not fulfilling your dharma, or running after someone else's dharma. So there's no guarantee anywhere that my dharma is going to be fun, or it's going to be romantic, or it's going to always feel good. But we do it because it holds us together. And ultimately, if you're not held together, you don't have even a chance of happiness.